Kilo Charlie Zero, India, Japan, November. KC0IJN, being here in Missouri, over.
India, November, Papa, is that a roger?
India, November, Papa, is that a roger?
India, Japan, November.
India, Japan, November, is that a roger?
India, Japan, November, is that a roger?
Roger that, roger that.
Roger, roger, and you're in Missouri, is that a roger?
Roger, roger, and you're in Missouri, is that a roger?
Roger, Northeast Missouri, over.
Yes, sir, and what's the name there?
Yes, sir, and what's the name there?
We doubled, sir, what's the name there?
We doubled, sir, what's the name there?
The name is Dean, November, Dean. The call Kilo Charlie Zero, India, Japan, November, Northeast Missouri.
Roger, roger, Dan, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, roger, Dan, and what radio are you running today, sir?
I'm on the 820 right now as we're speaking. Which has about a little less than a 1.5 visual on it, over.
Yes, sir, I'm copying you on my Kentucky SDR right at the moment, just got there, so I need to know what that radio is again. Can you repeat the model of the radio?
I need to know what that radio is again. Can you repeat the model of the radio?
820, the old 820 Kenwood, over.
20 Kenwood, is that a roger?
20 Kenwood, is that a roger?
820 Kenwood, 820 Kenwood, over.
820 Kenwood, roger, roger. And Dan, one more time, you're in Missouri, is that a roger?
Kenwood, roger, roger. And Dan, one more time, you're in Missouri, is that a roger?
Roger that, here in Northeast Missouri. A beautiful day, 61 degrees for November, over.
Ah, yes, sir. Well, you sound like you might be just a little hot into your ALC. What I would suggest is, do you have a variable frequency bandwidth? Can you put that on 100 to 2900? Can you do that, 100 to 2900 on a transmit bandwidth?
Can you do that, 100 to 2900 on a transmit bandwidth?
How did that improve things, over?
Okay, you're too hot into your ALC. I was trying to get there. Let's do that first. Go to your ALC and say the word audio and adjust your mic gain until your ALC level is at 2/3. Roger.
Into your ALC level is at 2/3. Roger.
How about that? Did that improve things?
Yes, sir. You're not anywhere near as distorted as you were. Okay, so also let's go ahead and set your limiter right now, your compressor processor at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 on the compressor processor. Roger.
10 or 30 out of 100 on the compressor processor. Roger.
Roger. We got the compression about turned off on it. Over.
Okay, now look at your frequency. You sound a little bit high on the frequency. We're at 7188.00. 7188.00, Roger.
7188.00, Roger.
Roger. Well, the old VSO is a little fruity on this. It will drift some. Did that improve things?
Okay, now the ballistics are about right, but the EQ could stand some adjustment. So what kind of an equalizer do you have on that radio?
Adjustment. So what kind of an equalizer do you have on that radio?
Well, they're pretty basic. There ain't much for equalization, over.
Yes, sir. What do you have? What is it?
Yes, what do you have? What is it?
Well, explain to me what you're talking about equalization, over?
All right, tone control, equalization, that's a shaping of the sound of your audio. Roger, roger?
Of the sound of your audio. Roger, roger?
Roger, well, that's non-existent on these old girls. All we have is a mic gain and compression, over?
Oh, yes, but, see, that is the thing. We can control a lot of shaping of the audio curve by the way you work that microphone. If you were to pull back off that microphone about 3 inches additional from where you are, that would drop off that bottom end quite a bit. So let me hear you about 3 inches from further back from that microphone than what you were. Roger?
3 inches from further back from that microphone than what you were. Roger?
Roger, how's that looking? Does that improve things, over?
Yes, sir. Now I want you to, what's your current mic level? What is your current mic level?
What's your current mic level? What is your current mic level?
We got it at about 5. About 5 on the mic gain, about halfway up, over?
Yes, sir. Okay, take it up to 6 now that you've pulled back off the mic. Take it up to about 6.
Hey, take it up to 6 now that you pulled back off the mic. Take it up to about 6.
Okay, there we go at 6. How's that sounding, over?
I think that sounds pretty good. Now, why don't you tell me about the best thing you like about your antenna, Roger, what it is and what you like about it?
The best thing you like about your antenna, Roger, what it is and what you like about it?
Well, I've got 2 antennas for the HF band. My favorite one is that off-center fed zip. It's done a terrific job for me for about 5 years now. It's made out of that heavy stranded cable antenna wire. And it works excellent. Low visual, which I like antenna with a low SWR. And then I got my 160 meter wire, about 133 foot on each leg. Works excellent on 160 and it does real nice here in 40 also.
Yes, sir. Okay, I want you to take it up. What is it now? And then we want to go a little bit more. Like, is it 50 now?
Again?
What is your mic level at the moment?
I got it right at 6 where you wanted it.
Yes, sir. Okay, take it up to 7. Take it up to 7 now, and let me listen to you.
Okay, there we go. 7. How's that sounding?
Take it back to 6.
There we go. Back to 6.
Okay, but remember we had backed off the mic a little bit?
Roger, I have backed off of it.
Okay, I think you sound good at 6 and backed off the mic, but you must remember to stay backed off the mic, because if you go back to where you were, 6 will be too hot, and you will be bottom heavy, Roger?
Roger that. Well, I do appreciate it. I don't get much of a chance to visit with people that have some knowledge of audio and radios, over?
Yes, sir. Well, we've been doing this for about 6 years. We have been doing this for about 6 years. And if you want to hear your audio and the change, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,800 Qso-Vlog air check recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Roger that. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I've been... Roger that. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I've been hamming now for almost 30 years, getting awful close anyway, over?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What, do you remember the first thing as a kid, what brought you into amateur radio? What you were thinking about as a kid when you got into amateur radio?
What you were thinking about as a kid when you got into amateur radio?
I absolutely can positively. I used to go over by an old depot station. If you know the train depot station, and the old depot agent was a ham radio operator. and he would let me stand and watch him. I can't remember exactly what he had for equipment, but he's the one who taught me, got me started on the code, and it was kind of hard to get away from. I started learning on a sounder box, a lot different than what you hear on the radio, but that's who got me interested in it. I was absolutely mesmerized by the magic of being able to talk to people, other parts of the world and all over the country. Over.
Yes, sir. And what was the first rig that you had?
Yes, sir. And what was the first rig that you had?
The first rig I had was a, oh man, it was an old Queggy. I just can't, my memory ain't like what it used to be, but it was an old Queggy. Over.
Yes, sir. How much power output did you have for that radio?
Yes, sir. How much power output did you have for that radio?
Oh, it was pretty limited. I apologize, but my memory ain't what it used to be, but some things like the old Depot Agent Harold just sticks in my mind. I remember him getting me interested in it. But the Queggy was the first radio, but and then I moved on to the Marine Corps, and that kind of ruined my hamming for quite a while. Over.
Yes, sir. Do you remember the output tube in that first transmitter? What tube was that output tube in the first transmitter?
What tube was that output tube in the first transmitter?
I wanted to say an 811, but I can't remember. I'm thinking an 811, but I can't remember. Pretty simple little old radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, Dan, thanks for dropping by, bud. We appreciate that. And like I say, you've got to remember to stay back off that mic where you are now, because if you forget, you'll be over the top. Roger, Roger.
You'll be over the top. Roger, Roger.
Roger. So it's sounding pretty good now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have less bass, more top end, and so we've made this equalization adjustment without equalization. We've done it through your proximity to microphone, Roger.
We've done it through your proximity to microphone, Roger.
Roger. Well, when I get the 8:30 going, I got some work to do on that. I'll come by and we can visit again. Over.
Sounds great, bud. Love to have you. We're on 3:30 to 5 Friday afternoons, so just look us up on 7188. Love to have you. 73, Dan. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
By the way, the name was Dean, Delta Echo Alpha November, Dean. Over.
Roger, Dean. Let me make that correction. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. DEAN, is that a Roger?
Correction. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. DEAN, is that a Roger?
Roger. Have a beautiful day, and thanks for the assistance.
Roger, Dean. 73, sir. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.